Would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Over. 5-8, 5-8. 13. Over.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
11.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
11. Okay. 5-4.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. Some mistakes already in the first quarter. If he holds on to that one, first down.
Yeah, and I'll guarantee you that at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
36. Over. 36. 12. 36.
So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Frank Clark in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Go. 380. Go. Hey.
Now it's Wilson. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Going to throw again. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Never make the mistake with the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny from 10 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. 31 yards there and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, if you bring your tight end over there. Either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme.
Tyler Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 50 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Breeze. Rolling to his right. He's going to let it into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Janikowski good with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And left. Last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest. It's Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football. So are we as the season.
Got it. There. 14.
Now Wilson on first down. And it's hauled in by Ed Dixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
This is Carson. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Completes it to Dixon. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Check 50. Hey.
Now they try the right side here. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll go down at the 28. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Gotta go.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 28 yards. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Out to kick is Janikowski. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
15.
On 1st and 10, Smith. Out to the left here to Reed. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Smith. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. On first down, Smith. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. On second down, here's Smith. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. Jamison Crowder, 48 yards. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into big...
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now Wilson leaves it for Penny, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Here's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. That's caught inside the 20. That goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Let's go, 14. Cut, Chris, 12.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Baldwin. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Keep working, baby. Keep working, fellas.
A minute 59 to go in the 1st half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Keep working,
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line. The Washington Redskins, as they make their way back out here, they're coming off back-to-back 7 and 9 seasons now. Yes, they had the injuries at quarterback. But, yes, there was a time when you thought the NFC East was theirs.
It certainly was. Remember, they were 6 and 3 at one point. And people were wondering, could they ride the legs of Adrian Peterson to a division crown and into the playoffs? But injuries hit them in a big way. At one point, partner down the stretch, the 2 teams that led the league in guys on the injured reserve list, Washington and Oakland. The brothers Gruden, head coaches of both teams, I was teasing both of them saying, do you guys compete at everything? That's not something you want to compete for. So they had a bunch of injuries that really derailed their opportunity to try and win the division.
Trying to get back to the playoffs soon. They haven't won a playoff game since 2005. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. 2nd and 10, Smith again. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Janikowski adds the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Now it's Crowder. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talked about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out at me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? A shotgun snap for Smith. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Smith on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, back up.
Smith to throw again. Complete. Richardson has it. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run with Thompson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Thompson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Redskins are able to make this a close game again. Extra point good by Hopkins. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now set to take over on offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Tempo. One flip.
Here's Wilson to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. Now it's Crowder. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On 1st down, it's Smith. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22. 52. Alert. Hey, back up. Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first and 10, Smith. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams.
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Matt Ioannidis in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Run it. 12. 14, run it.
On second down, Wilson. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. It's complete to Lockett. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
He's going to fire one deep. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He's got his man on the crossing route. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone, because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. Back to throw, Smith. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Paul Richardson, 55 yards. And the Redskins have made this a one-score game. Hopkins with the extra point. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out now come the Seahawks. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On first down, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Zebra. Spot that.
On second down, here's Penny. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Tempo.
Tackled there by Monte Nicholson.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Here's Wilson. He's got Lockett. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
14.
Now Wilson on second down. It's complete to Jerome Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Wilson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Penny. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. They'll run it again with Penny, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
19. 14.
To throw is Wilson. Got a man, it's Brown. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Go, 14. 19.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. A quick slant, caught by Moore. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They come out here in the eye. Penny will try to punch it in, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny, a 3-yard touchdown run, and the Seahawks add on to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Smith. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Yellow. Hey, back up.
From the gun, here's Smith. Reed wrestling ahead. That'll be caught right side by Reed. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Out of the gun, Smith. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Wide open receiver complete. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. 20. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. On 1st down, Smith. Being chased out left. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Smith now throwing again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Still done. 4 down. 3 down. Hey. Check 50.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Oh, Wilson going to throw. The tight end Dixon left side. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.